What if you want to build a family tree, but you actually want it to be a fictional family tree? Today, I'm going to talk about a couple of platforms that you can use to build a fictional family tree. Now, some of you longtime viewers might be laughing, saying, but aren't we supposed to build an accurate family tree? Well, sure, but there's often times when people want to build a family tree and they know that it's fictional. Now, it could be based on real life people that they've fictionalized, but yes, today we're going to talk about building an intentionally fictional family tree. Now, I'm going to start with a fairly easy to use program, and there is a free version to this one as well as a paid service. Now, if you're going to just do a very simple family tree outline, then Canva is really great. There are a few templates. They are colorful. They're nice. They can be very inspiring, and you can even print them out and post them on the wall and use them that way. And yes, I'm choosing one of my favorite fictional families, the Poldark series, Roth Poldark and Demelza Karn. So as you can see here, it's a very simple family tree, and you can create this on Canva. I stumbled into this website called FamilyEcho, and I think it is actually really great, particularly if you want to do a fictional family tree, but you could also use it for small projects that you are building a true family tree. All you have to do is there's this sidebar over here, and you can fill out the information about the person, their partners, and other biographical information, and then it will start building a tree. You can add a partner, a brother, a child, secondary second appearance, because those do happen. And one thing you can point out is this little part right here. And what's that is telling us is that if I clicked on Demelza, I would actually be able to see her parents. Right now, we're just focusing on the Poldark line. So when you see something like this, that means, oh, click on that profile and then you'll see the other branch. So this was really nice, particularly if you're trying to do a more complex family tree that Canva just doesn't have a capability of doing. Now, I'm going to recommend Creately next. There is a platform called Lucid Charts, and I have found Lucid Chart to be super wonky every time I've tried to use it. People have recommended Lucid Chart to me for a number of years, and I have found that Creately is a fantastic alternative to Lucid Charts. It was very easy to use. The lines are kind of wonky because they're really built for flowcharts rather than a family tree. I did see a few templates that were easy to use, but this is nice, again, if you need something that is a more robust or complex program. Now, the ones I've recommended before are definite ones for doing a fictional family tree. Then the first three, I wouldn't recommend genealogist or genealogy research use. They just have limited functionality. If you want a graphic, great, but I really wouldn't build my tree there. Now, Famberry is different. You can create both a genealogy family tree, but also create a fictional family tree. And what I like about this one is I can actually use pictures. Now, some of the other programs you can add pictures, but it is a little bit challenging. This one was super easy, barely an inconvenience, to borrow the Screen Rant phrase. I love that channel so much. If you're a Screen Rant fan, let me know in the comments below. This one was really nice because I could build a fictional family tree, I can build a complicated family tree, and then I could also create a timeline of facts, because if we're writing a fictional story, we definitely want to know a number of different factors that are happening in their lives, and I was able to create a timeline feature, which made this one kind of robust. Now, you could also use traditional genealogy family tree building things such as Genealogy Software. The great thing about this is you can create a robust family tree, and it's private because it's just sitting on your computer. You can create reports, you can print out timelines. There's a lot of functionality you can do that some of the earlier platforms can't do. If you have a complicated family tree, if you're trying to do multiple novels with different people involved, then this might be a good solution for you. The difference is, with the exception of Roots Magic Essentials, these ones are actually paid programs. So how much do you want to spend on building your fictional family tree? And finally, you can use online family trees. Online family trees that I would recommend for a fictional family tree would be MyHeritage, Find My Past, and Ancestry. But the key is to mark it as a private tree. We really don't want to be putting into the world that Ross Poldark married Demelza Karn in Truro on 1784. And I believe it was June. I know it was the 24th. We don't want to be putting that into the world because it's not true. So if you're going to create a fictional family tree, there are definitely ways that you can create a free fictional tree in these programs because it's supposed to be limited, and that's not going to be a problem for you. Just make sure you mark this at private so that other people don't just start looping in people that never existed into their trees. Thank you to the viewer who sent in this question. What programs would you use to create a fictional family tree? I hope that was a little fun, and we will see you next time in a future video. If you want to spend time creating a real family tree, be sure to check out the playlist about tips and tricks on doing genealogy research. And if you're ready for the latest video from Family History Fanatics, be sure to check this one here. Yes, I didn't mention 2 other online trees because they don't have a privacy setting, and that's why I didn't mention them.